Hill, Democratic strategist, supported Bernie Sanders, and now he is pulling for Trump and trying to bring some of his fellow feel the burn folks with him. Harlan, nice to see you. Help me understand this. Are you supporting Trump because of his message and how he delivers it, or actually because of his policies?
Well, I actually don't think it's about his delivery at all. It's about the substance and then the fact that he's not Hillary Clinton. Look, I'm firmly in the never Hillary bandwagon. That's part of the reason that I supported Bernie Sanders during the Democratic primary. I don't perfectly align with him on every issue. I'm a Reagan Democrat. I'm a moderate Democrat. But yeah, I mean, I think that's what this election is really about. I think it's substance, not delivery and style.
When you talk about that, when it comes to Donald Trump and this issue of substance, there has been a lot of criticism of him for flip-flopping on a number of issues, whether it's the ban on Muslims, whether it's things about immigration, whether it's things about whether we should give nuclear weapons to Japan. Do you feel like you really have an understanding of what he believes in, what's important to him, rather than just his talking points?
I'm going to disagree with the premise of your question there. I don't think that he's flip-flopped or backtracked at all. I think that he's re-articulated what he had misarticulated previously. I mean, the Muslim ban, it's a ridiculous thing to say that you're going to implement because it's impossible to implement. We don't know. You can't just look at somebody and say that they're a Muslim, and nor would you want to just eliminate that type of immigration just because somebody, is part of a particular religion. I think that instead what he actually meant and what he misarticulated the first time with that specific issue was that we were going to prevent people from migrating to the United States from terrorist hotbeds. That's what he should have actually said. That's what he's saying now. I think it's an articulation issue. It's a delivery problem.
Delivery problem, which to your point earlier, you said delivery, at least to your mind, as this comes to you supporting Mr. Trump, doesn't matter. I'm interested in when you're saying you're in the never Hillary camp. Do you feel like there's a lot of Bernie supporters who are in the never Hillary camp? One exit poll, West Virginia, said that 40% of those voting for Sanders said they would never support another Democrat. They would rather go for Trump. Are you seeing that? Are you feeling that energy?
Yeah. I'm definitely seeing that, and I know that I'm scaring some of the Democratic establishment because of all of the pushback that I've received. I think that example in West Virginia is a little bit higher than what we're going to see nationally.
Give me some example of the pushback you're getting.
Oh my God! I'm not gonna name names, but the emails, the phone calls, the tweets. I mean, it's been very, very nasty. But even from people that I'm friends with.
Emails and phone calls. Are people saying, "Hey, look, you could really hurt us"? Are they threatening you? What's happening?
Yeah, saying I'm never going to get another campaign on the Democratic side of the aisle. And look, I've lost a lot of business because of this. Not all of it, but I've lost a lot. But this is what I think, and I think Hillary's dangerous to the country.
You said you've lost a lot of business. I'm assuming that's Democrats want to hire you now. Are you talking to any Republicans? Have you talked to the Trump campaign about trying to work with them at all?
I haven't spoken to them, and I want to be, outside the campaign. I think I can do a lot more from this vantage than from within, but we'll see.
Certainly a unique message. Give us a sense of your feeling from the never Hillary camp. We had Garland Nixon on earlier, also a Bernie Sanders supporter, saying, "Hey, look, we've got somebody who a couple of weeks before the convention is being interviewed by the FBI. Maybe it's time we switch horses." Do you think that's even possible? Are you hearing those same kinds of things from other Democrats as well?
Barring an indictment, a proper indictment at this point, I don't see how that happens. I mean, look, if you take the email server out of the equation and you just look at how she's handled the cover-up with the destruction of evidence, the obstruction of justice, there's no question she should be indicted on some counts. No question. And Democrats know that, and I think that's why you're starting to see people like Garland actually vocalize this feeling that, this is going to be a central issue of the general election. Trump's going to make it one, and he has every right to. I think this is a growing movement. The Never Hillary movement. It spans not just the Democratic Party but independents. Even Trump's winning it in that Wall Street Journal poll and the Fox News poll. He was winning it by 8 and 9% respectively. So it's not just Democrats she has a problem with. It's independents.
All right. Appreciate you being here, sir. Come back and join us as things go on. Interesting conversation.
Thank you.
All right. Happy July 4th. Liz?
All right. Well, the world is mourning the death of Holocaust survivor and Nobel laureate Elie Wiesel, whose first novel, Nightstand,